Hi, Steve Richardson here with Solo to Solo, bringing you ideas and solutions for a better, more profitable, and more efficient solo law practice. Now, in the course of doing your marketing, you may need to do some graphics work. Maybe you're putting together an ad for a newspaper or a magazine, or you're doing a graphic for your website. And you might be looking around saying, well, do I need to hire a graphic designer? Or should I use a solution like Canva? Well, those can be great solutions. But if you just need something quick and dirty, there's another solution. And that is PowerPoint. If you already have PowerPoint, it's a great way to put together some simple graphics for your marketing. Now, when I do posts to my website at stephenjrichardson.com, there's always a graphic to go with it that sort of fits in with the subject of the post itself. And I was doing one on how to select a good cloud platform. And I wanted a great graphic that would communicate that, all the different platforms I was going to talk about. And I looked around, I get some great free images on a site called Unsplash, UNSPLASH.com. No royalties, perfectly free, you can use it however you want. And I use these images from Unsplash on my website. So I was looking to put together a graphic, and I was searching around on Unsplash, and I really couldn't find anything that talked about it, so I decided to create it myself. So I went into PowerPoint, and this is what I did. So here we are in PowerPoint, and this is the graphic I created with Dropbox, Google Workspace, iWork, and move it over a little bit. You should be able to see Office 365 over here. So what I did was, let's start, I'll show you what the process is. We'll create a new slide, new blank slide. Now here's the blank slide, and I needed a background. So I went into Unsplash and I found this great graphic of blue clouds, nice background. Now it doesn't quite fit the size, so we just stretch it out a little bit, get the highest resolution you can of the pictures so they can hold up well. And luckily with this picture, I can move it out a little bit and it won't look stretched like silly putty, but it gives you a good background. So we're talking about clouds. But then I wanted to add some stuff. So let's talk about Office 365. I went on to Google Images and I found a logo, removed the background. Now I have Office 365, but I also wanted to talk about Google Workspace. So here's Google Workspace. And I also wanted to talk about Apple's iWork. Move that around. And here we have, you can move the images, drag and drop. You can see here these red dotted lines to help you line up everything. Make sure everything's lined up that way. And I wanted to talk about Dropbox as well. So I came up with this Dropbox image. You move things down a little bit. And you can resize things and move things into place using a little red line so we know this is centered. This is centered this way. This is centered this way. So now we have that graphic I was talking about. See how we created it? All right. So now you can also add text. Now I didn't need text for my graphic. It's just this with the images. But if you want to add text as well as images to your picture, you can do that. Just select text box, create a text box, and you can type in, "This is my text." If you want a little bigger, you can highlight it, change the image, or change the font size to make it bigger, 36 inches, tighten up the box a little bit. You can move, the text around, position it, maybe put it on this side. Hey, I don't want it black, let's make it red. And now it can be red. So you have all these little elements. You start with the background, the clouds, then you add everything else on top of it, whether it be graphics or a text box. And once you have everything in place, it's a PowerPoint slide, but you can actually export it as an image. So you won't be able to see this on the screen, but you select File, Export, and then you can see here the dialog box where it is a presentation, and then it was PDF, you just select JPEG or another image format, give it a nice size in pixels. You want it fairly high resolution, 1920 by 1080 in this case, and then I'm just going to, you can give it a name here other than presentation 1, but just click export and it will export out. So that is how you can create a quick and dirty image in PowerPoint and create these graphics. And it doesn't cost you anything extra. You already have PowerPoint. That's a great way to create graphics for your website or any other ad or marketing that you're doing. Now, you want something a little bit more complicated, that maybe you might want to go to something like Canva or bring in a graphic artist. But this is a cheap and dirty way to get some good graphics. So, be sure to come back to the channel, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notifications. I post videos every week with some great tips for your solo law practice. So be sure to visit the channel regularly. Also, go to StephenJRichardson.com, my website. Take a look at the great content and tips there. And if you think that I might be able to be of assistance to you in your marketing, in your systems for your business, I do coaching and consulting. Just give me a call for a no obligation consultation to see if I can help you. That's it. I'll see you in the next video.